Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back everybody to another Fortnite video. We have so much news to go over. We're going over everything that has happened in the last day and a half. If you're a viewer of the channel, you know I was out of town for a couple nights. I just went to celebrate finishing my exams at a concert in Vancouver, so I flew down. And I gotta tell you a quick story though. This was the first ever update night that I missed. Unfortunately, I was pretty sad about it. Obviously, we haven't missed one in the last year, and so I was out there, and we were the first night wasn't the concert. We were at a club that night. So as the patch notes were coming out, I was in the club having a good time, but I was like so just not in the right place. You know, like I'm used to just being there for the patch notes. So I'm in there looking at my phone, reading the patch notes, looking at all the leaks, man. It was super weird, but I found it funny that I just had to look even at that time. But if you're new to the channel or just have not already, subscribe if you could. Touch that like button and support a creator code TheCampingRusher. There's a lot of good skins coming out, so I'd appreciate it. And again, if it's not me, type somebody in there. Don't let it go to waste. It's a great feature. Okay, we got so much news, so let me jump right into it. First off, let's talk about the gameplay in the background. I played one game of the Avengers game mode. Pretty cool. It seems a little one-sided. You can tell people quit out right away if they're not on the hero team, right? Here's a couple things you should know about the game mode. I'm not going to go into crazy detail because, again, I am a bit late on this, but here's just all the different stones. I don't know the name of them. I'm not a huge Avengers fan. Definitely going to go see the movie, but so I don't even know all the stones, but you can see what happens when you get each stone in the game mode. Health and shield doubled, ground pound damage triples, laser beam damage increases by 6, damage for punch attack is tripled, jump heights doubled, and siphon abilities unlocked. So you upgrade as you go through the game mode, right? And then on top of that, Fortnite tweeted today, players using Iron Man's boosters were spending too much time in the air. The delay to boost while already mid-air with this Mythic Avenger item has been increased from 4 seconds to 8. Cooldown will reset once you're back on solid ground. So just something you should know. I got the shield in the game you're watching, and dude, that is the most OP thing I've ever seen. Like, you don't even have to hit the guy. I just used it the whole time and was just slaying out Thanos' army. It was fun when I was on that team, I'll say that. Here are all the cosmetics that were released. Obviously, some have been in the shop already, some have not. Boom. And yeah, bunch of different wraps coming out. We got another music set, some pickaxes, and then the Avengers Quinjet. I think that's a free item you can unlock, right? And then we know the skin right now in the shop, at least when I'm making the video, is the female Avenger skin. Again, I don't even know the name of it. I bought it though. It's so cool. And there's one other Avenger skin coming out. And remember, guys, we debated it very hard. I was confident, but a lot of people were not confident that there were going to be skins, cosmetics, but we went for it, and they did. They released, again, 2 sets. This is the first of 2. Second one will be available soon, and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. But first, map changes. Let me show you. Not too many, but man, there's going to be a lot, and we'll get to that in a second. The stones. Mr. Stone is now swimming through flowing lava river to reach his beloved, and he still has her flower. Oh, dude, they're definitely going to get separated with this end of the season event. The nightclub. Factory still houses the nightclub, which has been defamed or defamed, yeah, and a large hole has been made. Although at this time it's not too major of a change, it's important to note that one of the upcoming events is found in 8.5 files, seems to have something to do with the nightclub or whatever you call it. I call it the nightclub as well. So there's a map change there. I believe the ruin was in there, right? While I was gone, I think people were dancing to make that ruin activate. Salty Springs Southern Brick House now is a small and hidden underground level of its own that can be found by simply breaking one of the floors in the first story of the house. So just secret little areas being built all over. Salty, Pleasant. I think they did one in retail, right? Doghouse. And then the block. New creation by the user Callum Stewart. It's a very interesting concept, to say the least. Yeah, it's like a theme park, it looks like. So there's your new block as well. So those are all the map changes. Also, overtime challenges. Dude, we're not even halfway through, man. There's literally so much news, but so much good news. And I know you've heard some of it, but we're going to go through all of it. So overtime challenges, that's how you unlocked a free battle pass last season and how you unlock some skins. Here are the 3 variants you can unlock, and man, are they worth it. there they are for you. I think they're extremely cool looking. I just love like that white silver look. I don't know, and then the blue in there. It's just the colors really work for me, at least. I really like, especially the master key. I think it is. I think that's my favorite. But yeah, so make sure you complete these. I don't know if they're available yet. I don't think so. But you can see them there. Some of the stuff you got to do. And again, not confirmed, but last season, if you completed a certain amount of these, you did get a free battle pass for next season. I'll let you guys know once we know if that's still happening or not. From today, there was a big Fortnite post that finally, after a month, has talked about Revert, right? The siphon, the material change, and we've got an answer. Remember when it first happened, I said we'd have them commenting on it within like 3 days because of the uproar? Well, I was extremely wrong. A month later, here's our response. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Everybody enjoyed receiving health and shields for eliminations after we introduced the changes to the core modes, but there was an unexpected consequence. Players at large grew more frustrated with Fortnite play, feeling they had less of a chance due to encounters with high-skilled players with full health and shields. Ultimately, Siphon increased engagement for the highest skilled 10%, while the remaining 90% were more frustrated and played less. Over time, players began to disengage in the core modes, stating that the game had gotten too intense to be enjoyable. The reduction in viable playstyles in combination with this feedback was the basis of us removing the siphon and material changes from core modes. And of course, they still have arena mode. So there's the official response. And again, we've discussed this. We've said it was exactly because of this. Now, of course, we didn't know the numbers, right? Like a 90-10 split. And that makes sense. Like, although it's like everyone's saying revert, like I really think, and of course I want the revert too. It's just more fun, but I totally understand where they're coming from, especially if these are the stats. If 90% of your players are not enjoying it as much because of the top 10% just having the ability to stomp, why would you keep that in there? So it's almost like, even though it seems like everyone hates this change, and honestly, 10%, I'm surprised it's that low. Like, it feels like more than 10% have been complaining about this feature, right? The entire community, it feels like. But these are the stats. Like, they're obviously not going to lie to us. There's no point. And it's just funny to me because the 10% must be extremely loud, right? But maybe that's the point. You play a lot, you're passionate about the game, you're going to have a more direct opinion and loud opinion about the game rather than a casual player who just won't give it the time of the day, right? They'll just stop playing if they don't like it, or they'll keep playing if they like it. So we want Revert to come back, or I do, of course, but I understand. I totally get it, and that it seems like we're getting no Revert anytime soon. And there's a couple other things here. I'll link it down below, of course, if you want to read into it yourself. But the other thing was basically FOV. People have wanted that FOV slider to improve visibility, basically so you can see more, right? It's just an advantage. You can see more. You can plan out your shots better. But it's not happening. And the reason for it, like we've discussed, is people turn it on, maximize their chance of success. Even if it makes the game look worse and or feel worse, it's going to make you a better player, perform better. These stretch characters and distorted views detract from Fortnite as an entertainment experience for all. So it's for viewing purposes, right? And again, coming from the guy that doesn't, I'd never use the FOV. I knew it gave a huge advantage, but I think for me, it's like I'm pretty good at the game, but I do it for these videos. So why would I, even though it'll make me a little bit better, it's not worth it to distort the quality. So I'm not too upset about it because now everyone's on an even playing field, but of course I do understand why some would be upset. But there you go. Final say on that. Looks like FOV is locked permanently, which we kind of assumed. Here's the second Avenger outfit, the leaked Star-Lord outfit. And yeah, from Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess is the idea there. Some people are not as hyped about this one as is it Black Widow? Is that right? Widow? The girl that's in there right now, because she is a good looking skin. This one's not bad as well, but I'm just not I've just seen a lot of the Avengers fans saying looks nothing like them. Don't know what's going on, but I mean, I'll leave that up to you to decide. I think that should be out in the next few days. Now, let's move on to some exciting stuff. Season 9, Season 8, the event, Tilted Towers, RIP, for real, for the first time ever. There are files mentioning a countdown related to the snow event. Snow event is the event related to the opening of the Loot Lake structure. So something's going down. It's going to be very exciting. I'm hoping it's a live event. It looks like it's going to be. We've got the bunker right in the middle of Loot Lake. We got the volcano about to erupt, and apparently we have Polar Peak is going to crack. And I'll show you a quick video of that. Fort Torrey basically handles everything I'm going to show you. We're going to see into the future. He's figured out how to get map changes before they happen, and I'm happy about it. So here is the Polar Peak crack. Okay, pretty exciting, but let's get into the. And this is when I saw this stuff. I woke up the next morning and saw all these leaks, and I'm like, man, I missed a good one. So here, I'm sure you've heard of some of it, but I'll make sure you're completely updated. Here is what Tilted Towers is going to look like after the event or in season 9. This will just be the ground, though. I'll show you the buildings in a second. So something went down, man. Something went down. You can tell it's gonna be bad. So it seems like the volcano, right? The lava is just going to spread, and Tilted is the first big target. And here is some buildings. So there's umbrella. I call it balcony, either or. And this is what it will look like afterwards. Now, again, as usual with these, ignore where the building is placed in the map. They can't place it in an exact spot, but just picture that in Tilted Towers. So that building gets absolutely destroyed, man. There's nothing left. So Tilted is going to be a lot different, and I wonder if it's going to affect like how many people go there and stuff like that. Here is another Tilted building. Enjoy. And that was the used building, I call it, in Clock Tower. So it's not even, they're not just tickling Tilted Towers, they are abominating this place, man. And that's not all. Another massive landing spot. Not for me. I think I've landed there once this season, as you know. Retail Row is the other target. And oh, this one gets debatably more destroyed at least. And yeah, but the buildings are also destructed, but this will just be ground shots. But expect the buildings to just be absolutely torn apart, including both of the restaurants in there, and I think all the blacktops. I don't know if it reaches the houses, but once more info comes out, I'll let you know. But yeah, here's Retail Row post apocalypse. Wow, that's gonna be. I'm very excited for this event. I hope it's a live event. It's gotta be, man. It's gotta be some type of Butterfly 2 event, right? We think inside the Loot Lake hatch is the in between from the Butterfly event initially. But let me know what you think. Today was a long video, I know, but I hope you enjoyed regardless. Thank you for supporting my channel, choosing me to be your news guy. I'm driving home tomorrow. It's about a 9-hour drive, but I don't think we're leaving till a bit later, so I should have a video up before I go, because I don't want to miss another day, and then I'll be set up and we should be on a roll. I want to try and make daily videos, because there's going to be a lot to stay up to date on. These last 2 weeks in a season or whatever it is are usually they're always most exciting, right? So thanks again. Subscribe, touch that like button, support a creator code, TheCampingRusher. Take care, everybody. Talk soon. Goodbye.